What's good? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? It's your boy Kiji, and I'm back with another video. Today we have the official Gerald spotlight for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Have not watched it. I'm hyped to see what he's talking about. Let's jump into it.
The coolest kid on the block, Gerald from Hey Arnold, makes his debut in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Gerald's a tricky mid-range zoner that isn't afraid to get up close and personal. This sports fan excels at locking opponents down with a wide range of projectile options before getting in and balling on his opponents with his flashy combos. While his movement speed normally isn't the best in the air or on the ground, he still has plenty of options to work his way into his ideal range where he's most powerful. Gerald can keep the pressure on his opponents with one of the widest array of special move options in the game. Starting with his down special, Gerald pulls up a menu that lets you pick from a handful of different items for different situations. Shoot some free throws with the basketball. Send your opponent's head spinning with a frisbee. Give them a taste of their own medicine by reflecting the projectiles with a ping pong paddle. Or dig into his backup reserve of wacko watches for a nasty surprise. Gerald only gets a limited number of these watches per stock, but they're long range, fast, and very strong. In case you thought we were done, don't forget about slime specials. If you hit the slime button before pressing down special, Gerald will lob out a boombox that does some major knockback. For his neutral special, Gerald rears up a baseball pitch that throws harder the longer he spins his arm. The windup can be cancelled with the block button to store the charge, and the slime version of this attack is always thrown at full speed. Now if your arm is getting tired from all that winding, tossing, and swinging, mix up your movement as well by hopping on Gerald's skateboard with his side special. Pressing the special button will give a different attack depending on what direction is being held in the control stick. Up knocks enemies into the air above him. Neutral pops Gerald himself into the air for follow-up if the board hits the opponent. Horizontal has high knockback, and down does a spin out, allowing for some solid block pressure. With slime, Gerald quickly dashes forward while doing the spin out. Gerald can jump around on the skateboard and even cancel into one of his aerials for a quick approach. Keep in mind though, besides his sweet tricks, Gerald's options are limited on the skateboard. He can't block, roll, use any of his regular special attacks, or even his grounded attacks, so be careful, especially without a helmet. Finally, Gerald's up special is a super high leap into the air that ends with a slam dunk. Using slime simply carries Gerald and any enemies who get caught in the move higher into the sky. This move is a great way to finish out or even extend combos with a slime cancel followed by a drag down with his light up air. If you like clever projectile play or just want to dunk on your opponent, then Gerald is your guy. Thanks for watching, and look out for more character spotlights coming soon.
Okay, Gerald. Okay, so if you like my Nick All-Star Brawl content, click the card above to see all of my Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1 and 2 videos. Okay, Gerald. Okay, so he's a zoner. Like he got a lot of projectiles, and I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Let's go ahead and run this back at 7.5 and see what was talking about. So Gerald was already cool looking to me from the jump. From a gameplay perspective, I was already ready to see what Gerald had in store. Mid-range zoner. Okay, that's good because I had a homie of mine, a friend of mine. He's a zoner. He likes to play zoner characters in platform fighters. We were like, okay, which one of these characters are gonna be a zoner? We knew Jimmy was gonna be kind of a zoner. Gerald is also a zoner. Like, that's hard. I like that a lot. The combo potential, I'm seeing it with that skateboard, with the basketball move, with he has like all these, he has a variety of projectiles. That's really cool. He has like a little menu. That's really sick. So he has the basketball, okay, frisbee, the paddle that reflects, and then he has the watches that he can throw, and those are super strong. I really like that. Now this reminds me of, and it's not necessarily just like Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. I like the variety of projectiles he has. The fact that Gerald has a variety like this is really sick. His skins look really good too. Now I don't think we're getting that strawberry skin. It probably is too hard to rig on the character. It probably would mess up his hitbox, but I do like the skins that we got going on here. These are really sick. Gerald looks cool, man. Like, he just looks cool. Like, they just make sure to make him look really sick. And he also, they said he has that boombox. What was oh, it's the slime version. The slime version of his projectile is the boombox. So if you don't want to use the menu, if you slime it, you can throw the boombox out there. And you got this too. You got the baseball. I'm assuming the slime version of that makes it charge faster. So if you slime it, it charges super fast and you throw it. That's also pretty sick. He's projectile heavy. I like that a lot. The fact that he also has that mobility move with a skateboard where you could just, you know, get across very fast, like get across the stage pretty quick and stuff like that. And the fact that it ends with like you have options, you can lift somebody up, you can combo, you can jump into it like he's about to do here, I think. Yeah, and then you can continue combo extend. Gerald looks pretty good, man. I don't know. He might be a tier higher than I was originally assuming. He looks solid. He looked really solid. I'm definitely more interested in his playstyle than with Gertie's. Like Gertie didn't really stick out to me from a gameplay perspective as much, but Gerald definitely looks cool. Even from his reveal, like I could tell he has some shit on him. Like he got that, he got some, there's some sauce here. He's cooking up just a little bit. And I like it. I really do. I'm really interested to see how he compares to other characters. I can't wait to just see like raw gameplay of this game, like of all the characters, how they match up against each other. I can't wait to see how like the tier list roll out, how characters are in casual and in competitive play. Gerald, he looks like he'll be pretty good in both. It looks like he'll be solid in both. At least he has solid options. I could be wrong. At least in casual play, he looks very solid. And they genuinely just made him really cool. I like his super too. His super's nice. It's like a full, like it looks, it's looking crispier. I can tell. So from all these videos we've seen, they were on different builds of the game. Like they're not the final version of the game. And as we get more spotlights and reveals, I'm noticing like, oh yeah, this game is looking cleaner and cleaner. Animations are looking smoother. We're getting a little bit more. They're not afraid to show more. Like this is cool. I like how smooth this is. No, just the break dancing. Like, oh, he looks cool. I'm gonna have to pocket Gerald. Gerald's gonna have to get pocketed for sure. I have to. He just looks really sick, and he has a lot of projectiles. I like zoning myself. I prefer like heavier characters or rushdown characters, but zoners are pretty cool. I like them, especially when they got like options to control the battlefield, and the fact that he can combo and zone. So I can throw a projectile out and then put in like that freaking frisbee that comes back. I can do that and then see how he's doing. He literally like trapped him into that combo, and he can reflect. That's insane. That is pretty sick. That's really cool. Yeah, Gerald, they did their thing, man. They did their thing with Gerald. I really now I like I said, I can't necessarily say how good he'll be in the grand scheme of things, but there's really interesting they chose to make him a zoner, but they kept him a part of his character. Like he's a kid, he has a basketball, he has a baseball, he has a frisbee, he has like, you know, he's a kid. He's playing with like childhood toys and stuff like that, and it's really sick that, and he has a skateboard, his boombox. Like they killed it, man. They definitely did kill it. You know, people have different opinions on like Gerald and Gertie being in the game over like Helga and Arnold and stuff like that. Gertie, I can understand that, but Gerald, I really think is really cool. He's a good part of like the Nickelodeon zeitgeist and Nickelodeon's history. So I'm really, they seem to have done him justice with what they, you know, put together here, and I'm pretty excited to try him out and see what he can get down into, what type of things you can do with him, and also like I said, how he compares to the rest of the roster. He's zipping and zooming, and it looks like he'll be at least mid to high tier. Like he doesn't look bad. I think he looks pretty cracked actually. The fact that he's a zoner though is very interesting. I like that a lot. I literally had just asked one of the testers, like the game testers in the Discord server, I was like, what characters are zoners, you know? And they weren't able to discuss any zoners that don't, like any characters that didn't have a spotlight. And I guess that Gerald was gonna be one of them, and it looks like I'm right. It looks like he definitely is one of those owners that was, you know, that I was, you know, wondering about. But yeah, Gerald looks great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you think Gerald looks awesome, if you think he looks trash, if you think he looks, you know, mid, whatever. If you think he looks incredible, whatever's on your mind, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. It's been Kiji, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.